Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Lizzie Everyday Living. So today I'm here to talk about the fact that I think that Color Smith should be given an Order of Distinction. Now I know that many of you know, if you're Jamaicans especially, wherever you live in the diaspora, should be aware of what an Order of Distinction is. But seeing that it's now in the month of August, and you know the Order of Distinction is handed out during the Heroes Day season or period, which is in sometime in October, I was thinking to myself that it would be good if Colors was given an Order of Distinction. Now, coupled with that, I saw I think it was last week, I was reading an article. I was reading an article in a well-known newspaper, and I saw where this well-known entertainer, I think it was Sizzla, and you know Sizzla had received the key to the city of Lauderhill, in which I think that Color Smith also received an award with the same key to the city of Lauderhill earlier this year. And well done to Sizzla. Congratulations, you worked really hard for it. And it's good that this was recognized in this well-known Jamaican newspaper. All right. He has done a lot for Jamaica, and he has, in terms of his musical talent, he has shone worldwide, and he is notable of recognition. All right. Now, just like Sizzla is notable of recognition, I think that Colors should be notable of this recognition too. All right. So I said, I could be one of the individuals who nominates Colors for this Order of Distinction. And I went and I did my research and realized that it's a bit too late, because the period for nomination for this award to be given to him in 2025 in October during the Heroes Day celebration, the Heroes Day, Order of Distinction ceremony, would have to be between January 1 and March 31st of this year. All right, so that's the period in which the nomination would have to be done. All right, so the deadline has passed, but nevertheless, I went and I also looked at what's the criteria to be given this award. All right, so an Order of Distinction is given to anyone who is notable of doing great deeds, being a philanthropist, not only in their own country, but also in countries that are international. All right. Now I'm just gonna go back, through a little historically. All right, through why he should have been worthy of one, not just being recognized in a local newspaper. All right, he should have been recognized in the local newspaper, but why he should have been nominated for this award. All right, so the first thing is that if you can, and I'm gonna go international first before I come to Jamaica, why he is worthy of this award. All right, or the Order of Distinction. So the first thing is that if you can go back a year ago, when we had Hurricane Beryl, he was in St. Vincent. All right, and he was at the Prime Minister's residence in St. Vincent, where he was recognized by the Prime Minister because he had done so much to help rebuild the houses of people who had suffered immensely as a result of Hurricane Beryl. All right, to the point where the Prime Minister heard about him, and he was invited to the Prime Minister's residence for a special award, to meet the Prime Minister, and just to be recognized. And I went back and I watched the interview, and he was good at having quite a good chat with the Prime Minister, and the Prime Minister was really just reiterating how much he had really appreciated the support given by Colors. Imagine this very humble individual, humble young man, you know, from very humble background, who not only helped to rebuild houses for people who had suffered, or, you know, maybe replace a roof, not only for Jamaicans, but he went international. All right, and to be recognized by the Prime Minister of St. Vincent and the Grenadines is a phenomenal and notable recognition. And I think he even went ahead sometime after that, and I think he started a channel. You know, he had some individuals who, like an extension of his channel then, yeah, and they started a channel, and I think they do the same kind of outreach as well. All right, and yeah, and of course remember that he not only supports others who financially or aids, does charity work for individuals outside of Jamaica. The work that he does in Jamaica is phenomenal. All right, and let me go there now. All right, so to a year ago, when I also watched in a video where he had gone into many parishes, but especially where he had gone into St. Elizabeth, and he handed out, you know, zinc, he handed out, you know, whatever rebuilding material that people would have needed in South St. Elizabeth, because if you remember that South St. Elizabeth was traumatized, and South St. Elizabeth was totally destroyed by Hurricane Beryl, and he left Portland, came all the way to St. Elizabeth, and he gave to those individuals who were so much in need, to help them to rebuild, to normalize their lives, or aid to normalize their lives to where it was prior to the hurricane. All right, now not only did he do that, all right, individuals who have started their own channels and who have gone on to do their own charity work, their own form of philanthropy, you know, you can't even count them. All right, so Colors is pretty much like if you think about it, a tree, you know, with roots, and he is a main part of the tree, and from him there are many branches that have grown from that main part of the tree. All right, and all parts of the tree with the branches have started to flower and bloom and prosper. So you have, for example, Miss Little Hot Kitchen. All right, and Miss Little Hot Kitchen, her channel is doing really amazing, guys. If you haven't watched her channel, go out and search for Miss Little Hot Kitchen. I think the other day she said she was heading up to 40k subscribers. Miss Little kind of remind me of when I was growing up, and I used to watch this program on a well-known television station where they used to, you know, do this cooking channel. All right, and yeah, she does cooking and she's really good at it, and her videos is one of them that remind me of my homeland as well. So yeah, so Miss Little, she feeds the poor as well. She cooks, she goes out into her community, and she gives out food to help those who are really struggling. All right, so Colors, yeah, has really been phenomenal in helping Miss Little to form her own channel. All right, that she has gone on to create a further branch from the main tree. All right, and of course you don't only have Miss Little, you have J Bud. J Bud also does his form of charity work, philanthropy, where he cooks and he goes out and he gives to the poor. All right, guys, because there are so many Jamaicans out there who are really struggling. Sometimes when I watch these videos, I wish if I could help. Sometimes when I watch these videos, it brings tears to my eyes to see how people are really homeless, to see how people, the condition in which a lot of Jamaicans are living, you know, and they really go out there and really help these people, to feed them, to make sure that they are properly, you know, clothed if they need the help or whatever it is. All right, not only do you have J Bud the baker though, who is building a very nice house upstairs and downstairs, all right, and all of that. And he says it, J-Bud says it, you know, in Big Up Colors Smith for help him to get there. You know, he never thought that in his wildest dreams he would have been able to build such an amazing, you know, house. All right, and let's move on from there. We have Clymer started his own channel. We have Cameron Family TV. We have I think it's O'Shane Adventures or something like that. You also have O'Shane's sister. I don't remember. I think that's Poppy's mother. You have Poppy Spearfishing, sorry, who has started his own channel as a result of Colors as well. Who am I leaving out? I don't want to leave out anybody. We also have Kanta. You know, Kanta Spearfishing, I think, yeah. Kanta has started his own channel as well. We even have, I saw Kanta was even doing a few videos with his child's mother, Papi. His child's mother has also gone on to benefit from Colors channel. We have Colors sisters. I think it's about 2 of them I've subscribed to. They have started their own channels and are doing amazing. And I even see we're in Natalie Smith Vlogs, that's one of Colors sisters. She has started a couples channel. Well done to you, Natalie, well done. And of course his wife, she has started her own channel as well. Murphy has gone on to start his own channel as a result of Colors, you know. I get this tree analogy. I got this tree analogy from Colors because when I went to the YouTubers link up that was hosted by the Cameron Family TV, and guys, if you haven't watched that video as well, you can search for Cameron Family TV. Big up to Cameron Family TV. Yeah, and watch that video. I also did a video of the event as well. If you want to go back and search for that video, should be there as well. All right, so right, so the tree analogy I kind of thought about when Colors was asked by Cameron, you know, same Cameron from Cameron Family TV, that how does he deal with the critics. And he was saying, well, if you think about a tree, I think it was a mango tree he referenced, and he said, if you think of a mango tree that is bearing, everybody's gonna just throw stones at it to try to get the ripe fruits from the tree. So he himself, Colors, was using this powerful metaphor to compare himself to that, you know, tree that is bearing, you know. And you know, he was saying that sometimes it can be challenging. So the point I'm trying to make is that from Colors, you have the main part of the tree with the roots, the main structure of the tree. You have many branches that have you know, grown and have stretched into different directions. You have leaves and then root. And this is just to, you know, summarize and reference that there are many YouTube channels that have really benefited from this amazing young man, Colors Smith, who, when you see him, simple young man, because when I met him at the YouTubers link up, dress plain, you know, nothing fussy. And same thing with those, you know, team members around him as well. All right, so not because he, you know, come dress posh, or you know, he doesn't move within certain uptown circles, it doesn't, or he doesn't move within certain circles, doesn't mean that he shouldn't be recognized for the order of distinction. And guys, even if he is, it is obviously too late to nominate him for this year, for this order of distinction. I don't see why he cannot be nominated for next year. So this is something that we can work on for 2026. And remember, the deadline is between January and March 31st. He can be nominated. And remember that the criteria, you know, individuals are worthy because they have contributed immensely to their country, and they have also contributed, you know, into international borders. You know, and I'm sure by the time the nomination season comes around next year, you're gonna be surprised to see how much more Colors is doing. All right, and of course, I forgot to mention Marlon Chung has started his own, you know, channel from Colors, and also his mom, Auntie Pauline. Big up Auntie Pauline and Marlon as well. So yeah, he continues to, you know, and the Kingston team. Yeah, man, the Kingston team started from colors as well. And even one member of the Knife Ninja has gone on to start his own channel from there. His posts, I subscribe to all of them, have started their own channel from colors as well. So think about this. I don't know who will be seeing this video. It just doesn't have to be Colorsmith supporters. It can just be, maybe I hope that this video comes across someone in the media, in Jamaica, because he's recognized internationally in the media as well, interviewed by lots of radio stations, for example, and so recognized for so many awards overseas, and so he is worthy of being given the Order of Distinction. So guys, type in the comment section, tell me what you think. And this is Team Colors, just to make sure that he is on board to be nominated for next year, so that when October 2026 rolls around, he can be at the ceremony with his beautiful wife Sham and their three children, including of course Climbers, all right, who he has also, don't forget, right, taken Climbers under his own wings, and he has fathered that young man. All right, so don't forget that. All right, so as I said, don't know who will come across this video, but please, if you haven't watched Colorsmith channel, he's heading for 200k subscribers. I'm surprised that he's not even at 500,000 already. All right, the amount of good that he does to uplift. All right, remember that this young man, Colorsmith TV, all right, is worthy of being given the Order of Distinction for Jamaica. All right, so pin that right there. Okay, yeah, those are just my 2 cents. Until next time, Lizzie Everyday Living, thanks for watching, and see you in the next video.